Good morning, Mr. Davis and all students. I am Tani from Fire Group.
My name is Gani Singh. I'm from Fire Group.
My name is Chan Si.
My name is Liang Yinqi.
Today, we're gonna learn about dots and lines. Here are some indexes that what are we gonna learn for today.
And I will be sharing about the types of lines. Next, the first parallel lines are those lines that are always the same distance apart and that never meet. The second is corresponding angle, defined as the angles which are formed at corresponding corners when two parallel lines are intersected, meaning when two or more lines cross each other in a plane, by a transversal, a line that passes through two lines in the same plane at two distinct points. Two angles are said to be corresponding if the angles lie at different corners, they lie on the same corresponding side of the transversal, one angle is interior and the other is exterior angle. Third is alternate angles. Alternate angles are the set of non-adjacent angles on either side of the transversal. Alternate angles are shaped by the two parallel lines crossed by a transversal. Here are some pictures on how alternate angles look like.
And now I'm gonna talk about co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are a pair of angles formed by two intersecting lines and located on the same side of the transversal. In other words, when two lines are crossed by a third line called the transversal, the angles that are inside the two intersected lines and on the same side of transversal are called co-interior lines. Co-interior angles are supplementary, which means that their measure add up to 180 degrees. If we denote the angles as angle 1 and angle 2, then angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degrees. Now I'm going to talk about perpendicular lines. Line that intersects at right, basically 90 degrees angles. Angles. I'm going to talk about 4 different types of angles. Acute angle. An acute angle is an angle that measures less than 90 degrees. It is a small angle that is sharper than a right angle. For example, angles measuring 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees are all acute angles. Now I'm going to talk about right angle. A right angle is an angle that measures exactly 90 degrees. Its form a perfect L shape and is characterized by its perpendicular lines. It is often represented by a small square at the vertex of the angle. Obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is an angle that measures greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. It is a largest angle that is wider than a right angle. Example of obtuse angle include angle measuring 100 degrees, 120 degrees, and 150 degrees. Lastly, I'm going to talk about straight line angles. A straight angle is an angle that measures exactly 180 degrees. It is form a straight line and its two arms are collinear. Essentially, a straight angle is a flat line with no bend or curve.
Reflex angle. A reflex angle is an angle that measures greater than 180 degrees but less than 316 degrees. It is an angle that extends beyond a straight angle, forming a bend or overturned shapes. Reflex angles are commonly encountered in geometry than dealing with rotations or revolutions. Revolutions is the contact of angles. A revolution refers to a complete turn or rotation of 360 degrees. It's a full circle of a complete revolution around a point. Can be divided into smaller angles such as degrees, minutes, and seconds. Measuring angle and drawing angle. Example of how to draw the measure angle. Here is a video to demonstrate how to use a protractor.
Hello everyone. Thank you again for joining me on this problem where we are going to get a little bit more practice and experience with measuring angles using a protractor.
Cool.
So here we want to know what is the measure of angle MLN. So the first thing that we want to do is identify that specific angle on the diagram. So we see angle MLN is formed by the points M, L, and N with the vertex at point L. So without any numbers or angle measurements given to us on the diagram, we need to ask the question, how can we measure an angle? Now in our geometry toolbox, we have a protractor, which are commonly used by students as ninja throwing stars, but they can actually also be used to find angle measurements. Don't be that student. Please don't be that student. Okay, so this is how it works. We take our protractor and we see that it has that center marker, and we are going to align it with the point that is the vertex of the angle that we want to measure, in this case, point L. So again, we align that center marker with the vertex point, and we also want the flat horizontal portion of the protractor perfectly aligned with the bottom line, okay, our bottom ray that makes up our angle. So now we can use the top ray, in this case the line that starts at point L and goes through point M, and see what measurement it is aligned with on the protractor. So the protractor shows us that angle MLN has a measure of 60 degrees. So our conclusion is that angle MLN is 60 degrees, and we are finished with this question. So this is a little bit more practice helping you to understand how to use a protractor to find the measure of a given angle. And that's really all there is to it. So I will catch you guys next time. Thank you again for stopping by. You guys are the
This is a straight angle, 118 degrees. Angle relationship, complementary. Either of two angles, those sum is 19 degrees.
Supplementary angles, either of two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. Angles round a point. Angles round a point add up to 360 degrees. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are angles that are opposite one another at a specific vertex and are created by two straight intersecting lines. Conclusion: by combining various lines together, we can form various angles, and different angles have different rules.
This is our end of our presentation. Now it's Q&A time. Do you guys have any questions? This is our end of our presentation. Thank you.
可以啊。
有录到声音吗？